If you ever tried to just be more confident and it never really stuck, this video is going to show you why. It was never about faking harder. It was about closing the gap between how you look on the outside and how you feel internally. Hi, I'm Justine. I'm a coach based in India, and I help people feel as steady internally as they look from outside. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the three parts of the exact framework that I use to help people build confidence. Most people skip the first part and pour all of their energy into the second part and then wonder for the rest of their lives why it doesn't stick. Maybe you stay quiet in meetings, even when you have something valuable to say. Maybe you rehearse conversations in your head even before they happen. Or you know exactly what to say, and by the time that you decide you actually want to say it out loud, somebody else has already made your point. It's the strange part. You might look like you're calm, composed, and very, very capable on the outside, but underneath, it's a different story. In the third year of my law school, I was participating in the national level moot court competition, and some of the best teams were there. We reached the semi-finals, and I was arguing my case, making my submissions in front of a panel of three judges. But one of them interrupted me in the middle of my argument, and this is what she said: "Slow down. No matter how good your argument is, nobody is going to understand a word of what you said if you speak like this and you rush through your whole case." At that time, I honestly thought she was talking about the pace at which I was talking. Looking back now, after almost 10 years of working with the top law firms in the country and coaching people for confidence, I realized that she was trying to teach me something much, much bigger. I didn't need to speak louder. I didn't need to sound more impressive. I needed to stop performing confidence in the hope to prove that I deserve to be heard. And that is where the first step to building real confidence begins. I want you to answer this one question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident do you think you really are today? You remember that number? We're going to come back to it. Confidence starts way before you open your mouth. If you believe that I'm awkward, I don't have anything to say, I don't know how to speak, your behavior matches up to that belief, because you will not make eye contact, you will hesitate before you speak. Your nervous energy will be noticed by everybody else in the room before you've had a chance to show how important the point that you're making is. So, what you believe about yourself doesn't just sit in your head here. These beliefs shape how you act. And the more you act in that way, that again in turn confirms what you believe about yourself. Before convincing anybody else that you are a confident person, you need to start believing that about yourself. Know who you are, know what you stand for, and know what value you bring into the room. But belief is not enough on its own, right? Confidence actually shows up on the outside. The catch is this: it's almost exactly opposite of what people think it to be. Think about an underconfident person walking into a room full of people. They walk into the room as if they're being audited. How do I look? Is my body language too weird? Am I looking too nervous? What are people thinking about me? Most insecurity begins with the belief that everybody else in the room is thinking about you. Psychologists call this the spotlight effect. Think about the last meeting you attended. Do you really remember who stuttered or who hesitated? Or do you actually remember the points that people were trying to make and the value that people tried to add to the meeting? Now go back to the person you rated as 10. Imagine them walking into the room and talking. Notice how this person speaks, how they slow down, how they take pauses. Also notice how they don't rush to fill silence in the room. They think before they respond. And this is not because they are naturally charismatic. It's because they are more focused on communicating the point they have than trying to prove themselves to the room. And that is the shift. Underconfident people will try to avoid judgment, but confident people will try to add value. And once you stop watching yourself so closely, something opens up that most people never get. So when you're less worried about who's present in the room and what people are thinking about you start to actually notice what's happening around. You will start noticing people's body language. You will notice the timing, the social dynamics of the room. And that is how you will know exactly what to say, when to say, and how much to say. And then when you finally speak, people will listen. Not because you're the loudest or because you had the most information, but because what you said was actually intentional and relevant to them. And that is what actual confidence looks like. Inner belief outward signal, and situational awareness, all three of them working together. But before I leave you, there's just one more thing that you need to understand, or absolutely none of this is going to stick for you. I want you to go back to the number that you gave yourself at the start when you started watching this video. I know that number hasn't changed because you just watched a video. Numbers don't move from watching, numbers move from doing. No matter how many videos on confidence you watch, none of this matters if you don't practice it. Every time that you avoid speaking up or you step away from an uncomfortable moment, you are training your brain to do exactly that the next time as well. But every time you speak and you intervene, your brain starts to gather evidence that, oh, I can handle that. I can do it better next time. Remember, I said that your inner belief about yourself is what runs the whole show. If you want to know more about how to build that inner belief, there's a framework to change all of it. And somewhere on the screen, you will see a video where you can learn how to do that. Before you go, I want you to tell me what is the current rating that you gave yourself when you started watching this video on the confidence scale, and maybe a couple of months later you will come back to that comment and tell me where you've got to after working on these 3 steps.